Hey, Josh here in response to Magus' video here, and I'm sorry that my webcam is broken, so it's going to be a picture this time, but regardless, just wanted to give my thoughts, and I would like to say, first off, I agree. I think immersion is a really big aspect, because I think if a game has immersion, then it can often convince the player to look past some of its flaws. And there's a few really good examples of this. One of my personal favorites, I know a lot of people hate this game, but Indigo Prophecy, sure, the story fell to shit in the last bit there, but that was a really fun game because it really immersed you in it. There was a lot of different things you could do. The story really kind of drew you in up until that point. And despite the game being basically just a playable cutscene, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I think this is a really good case in a couple games, but I'm not going to go too far in depth with that. But anyway, yeah, I think it can make you look past a lot of flaws. The only thing it might not is bad controls. Bad controls are pretty hard to look past. I mean, it's your gateway to playing the game. But if the graphics aren't necessarily as good, I think that's fine, because if the game manages to immerse you, then it's still good. The original Silent Hill is a great example. The original Silent Hill is a fantastic game, but, you know, even back in the day, those graphics weren't too good. But it still holds up today. Anyway, moving on, I think another really big thing in this is just quality gameplay. And I mean, this seems like a simple thing, but it really isn't anymore. I find a lot of developers are focusing just on the multiplayer, and you know what, I like to play online multiplayer, it's great, but if there's not a decent single-player experience along there beside it, it's not worth it to me. I mean, I am not going to spend the amount of time online that I will playing, well, I'm not going to say that, but but I'm not going to waste my time and waste my money. And I need something that's going to sustain just me when I need to play alone, because I'm not going to be always able to go online like that. And as well, I mean, if you don't have a good single-player campaign, then especially I can't learn the rules of a lot of these things. And I mean, a lot of online games have this problem where they just kind of throw you into it's online only, or basically online only, and they give you a really crappy story and expect you to glean most of the basics from that story mode. You just get your ass handed to you for the first 3 or 4 days online, which is not fun. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. Online gaming's great, but that's one of the worst aspects of it. Right there, right besides spawn camping. Lastly, I wanted to say also, the thing that makes a great game is innovation. Innovation is one of the best things you can have in a game. There can be insurmountable amount of flaws in your game, and if it's innovative and fun because of it, then it will be a great game. Case in point, Katamari Damacy. This is a terrible looking game. The blocky graphics may be charming, but are really just frankly pretty bad. Physics don't make a whole lot of sense. It's pretty short. The first one didn't even have multiplayer. There's no online. And you know what, still, this was a fantastic game, and it's totally worth owning, because Katamari Damacy, even today, is still one of the greatest last-gen games, in my opinion. This was just so much fun. It had such a unique concept. I mean, who the hell would have thought rolling things into a giant ball could be that much fun, but it totally was. And I think if you get any one of these things, it's good, but if you get 2 of these things, that's what makes a truly great game. If you have innovation, a great single-player campaign, or innovation and immersion, especially, I think, is probably the best possible combination. Anyway, I don't think there's any reason that these can be disputed. Other people can have certainly their opinions. There are many other things that can make a great game, and I'm not insulting games that don't necessarily have that much innovation. Case in point, Gears of War 2. You know what, that is possibly the most generic game. You just big, manly space marine grunt with overly manly, and you got this huge machine gun with a chainsaw, and you know what, that's silly, but that is a whole crap load of fun, the same vein as Starship Troopers, and I love it, don't get me wrong. But this is the smaller games that people don't appreciate because they don't appear on the radar all that often with commercials and advertisements that you've really got to look out for, because those really are some of the best games. Anyway, responding, Josh out.